Yeah, hi all. We'll be discussing about the TDD approach when we are trying to solve a particular problem using streams. So here I have created a few initial steps in order to solve this problem. So in a TDD approach, we first need to write the test and then we need to do the coding. So here we have created a reference to the class where that particular method belongs for which we have to write test. So next we need to have an instance of that particular class in all the test methods. So we will use the before all annotation uh, in order to create an instance before any before any test gets executed. So so this is how it is like. So now we need to create an instance before any test takes place. So for that we need to create a new object. Slide this, sorry, this new descending line string. So, so this is how we create instance, and it gets. The instance is created before any test method gets executed when we use at the rate before all annotation. The next would be we'll create a simple test. Okay. So this test would be actually, we need to see if the right descending order is getting printed or not. So for that, we need to actually, so we use the set equals method, and for that, we need in that set equals, we need to call the method something like descending descending order of strings. Okay, descending order and for this we can pass the arguments as I mean like something like arrays dot as list, and we can give a few names here like we'll go with some of the cricketers names. Okay, Sachin, Ganguly, Sehwag, Kohli, Dravid, Mumra. Okay, I'll just see all the things, 6, 7, 5, 6. So okay, we do have four strings. We'll just pass in another string with a bigger name, something like Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, and for this, we can do something like we can try to get the first element after descending order, and so in this arrays, the largest string will be Sachin Tendulkar. So we'll just equalize with Sachin Tendulkar. Okay. So this will be our first test case. So we'll just, there is something missing in import, so we'll just import it. So this will be our first test case. The next test case would be, we need to check for nulls actually. That one also would be another test case that we, so we'll create another test case here. Test null. Okay. And we need to annotate it with at the rate test for the IDE to detect it as a test method. Okay. So in order to test the method, test it as, we can check, to do the null test, we can actually test if I mean the size is zero. So something that would go something like uh, asset equals okay, dscs dot, this method name would be something like, okay, of null dot size comma zero. Okay, we are just trying to see whenever a null object is passed if the size is equal to zero. So these are the test cases for the stream expression, stream statement that we are going to write in order to solve our problem. So now we will create a class with the name descending length string. Okay, now here we need to create a method, something like public static list, and it will accept strings. It will return string, list of strings, and we can give the method name something as whatever the method that we have called in the test method. Okay, I will just create that method here, and so it will take an input of, this method will take input of a list of strings. So this is how we have uh, this is what we were passing in the test methods. So we'll just pass list of strings as input. Okay, next, so there are chances of passing in nulls actually. So we can actually use the optional dot of, and in this we can actually pass the input. So after passing the input, we need to convert the input into a stream actually. So map each string we will convert into str dot stream. Okay, next, once we receive the stream, we need to sort it and we need to use a comparator because we are trying to we are trying to sort it on the basis of length. So we need to use this x dot string. Okay, we'll just add a little bit here, string dot length, because we are trying to sort the strings in the order, in the descending order. Okay, so once we get, we are, this will actually sort the strings in the ascending order. So we need to reverse the order in order to get the descending order. So once we get the descending order, if at all they pass an empty string, we need to actually, if we get an empty string, we need to pass a new array list. Okay, this is for the null case. Okay. So this is on. Okay. What is the error? We'll check it here. Okay. Now, we made a small mistake here. So once we are converting into a stream here, again we were trying to call the stream method on this. So this is not wrong. This is wrong. So once we have created a stream, we need to call the sorted method on the stream. So once you call the sorted method with the help of comparator, we are trying to call the length method and we are trying to sort the strings in a ascending order. So once we get the strings, we need to convert into a list because we are trying to return a list in the method. So once we convert into a list, we will reverse that order, and once that is reversed, we will once it is reversed, it is completed. And if at all we pass an empty string or a null object, then we need to send out a new array list with an empty array list. So that deals. So what? So this will deal with the null values if any are passed. So that is how it goes. Now we will go and test our test cases which we have written. So where are the test cases? So this is the one, and we'll see if there are any errors and we'll correct them. So as of now, this is a small import issue and this should be fine. So what is this issue? A list of strings. Okay, this may seem to be some syntactical errors, so I'll just correct them. Okay. Okay, so everything seems to be fine. Now let's just run the test class and see what the test class is. So there is some error. Incompatible cannot be converted to list Java outline dot string. This is 20th line. Okay. And okay, I've corrected few mistakes that were there in the test class. And so now what we'll do is we'll try to execute the test cases and see if they are running properly. Okay. And let's run it. Okay, the two test cases have executed successfully. So that will complete this, and we'll come back with the next lecture very shortly. Thank you.